What up, YouTube? You can't stop trading and investing with your boy James E. Today I want to talk about TSMP. I want to get into the technicals. Are we slowing down in momentum? I'm kind of noticing some consolidation, but it's looking like things are getting a little slow. Also want to get into FORW and get into their technicals and what I'm seeing from that as well. But before I do that, man, please click that like button. Please subscribe. It is very much appreciated. I am not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy that likes to research and analyze anything I find interesting in the stock market. And I like to share that with anybody willing to listen. So, that being said, let's just get right into it, shall we? So TSMP, we talked about it in the previous video. If you haven't watched it, please go and do so. We are noticing a solid base in the 125 area. Right here, and then we finally had that, it looked like we were starting to pick up a little curl right here, the other day. Let's just change this to the 1 day, 1 year chart. And it winded up turning green. So it looked like we might potentially have that curl. And then we just get a straight, sell right here this morning. And, it's still maintaining the consolidation, which is nice. But I think a lot of people were anticipating this to push because of all the great catalysts that's surrounding Humble and what's going to happen or what has been happening in February. But again, guys, this is the stock market for you. Nothing is predictable. It's all speculation. And, after a huge run like this, it is very hard for, a retail investor or a trader or anybody of that nature to justify a price this high after it's had a big run like this. But it's looking like it's basing, so it's nice. But we're noticing it start to slow down in momentum a little bit, and I think that's just due to it holding the price. And for all you retail investors, or for those who may not fully understand and grasp the entire aspect of how the stock market really works, it's pretty much like that old saying, buy the rumor, sell the news. Well, all the news and all the hype already came. So everything happening in February, everything going to happen in the recent future from now was pretty much priced in already. So when you had this massive run and this massive push, that scares the shit out of people. But like I said, I'm seeing a nice solid hold right here. So that's actually really great news. I honestly anticipate it to be something like this. Like we seen here after a big, huge run. And we just seen a long consolidation period from 12.14 to 1.4. So pretty much a month of consolidation. Don't be surprised if that happens. Because again, like I said, everything is pretty much priced in already. Even though you might say, hey, James, man, I just heard some really good news on TSMP. Like, why isn't the stock moving? Well, again, we are extremely high. We still don't have revenues or any financials on this company yet. They barely just started launching. Everything looks amazing and they continue to move in the right direction. But just because that's the case doesn't necessarily mean we're just going to keep going up and keep going up because you believe their evaluation should be higher. And so, realistically, they're nowhere near valued at the evaluation that this price is at. This is a speculation of what you think the price is going to be in the future. So you have to put that in consideration when thinking about this stuff. But again, like I said, it's still holding, so that's a beautiful sign. I wouldn't be surprised if, very similar to the original run that we had back here in November, a huge run and then just consolidation, dropped and consolidated for a month. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens at all. Unless we start seeing some more catalyst, a press release of some kind of catalyst to propel this thing back up to break the 193. Because you could even see, if you look right here, you're just seeing the volume completely die off. And this is not a stair-stepping pattern I want to see. I want to see the opposite. I want to see it like it was when it was running. Volume here, higher volume, higher volume, higher volume. And now it's just lower volume, lower volume, lower volume, lower volume, lower volume. So, that's dying off momentum. And that's what it is. It's just killing off momentum. So, we're pretty much seeing the same thing. Ooh, excuse me. We're pretty much seeing the same thing in FORW. Obviously, these two stocks follow each other. We are seeing the consolidation, But again, same thing with the volume. It's just dying off. It's dying off slowly. So that's going to kill the momentum of what you think this stock could potentially do. For all you long-term investors, again, if you're a long-term holder, stick to your plan. Stick to holding it long-term and don't let the intraday movement affect you and know-how if your plan is truly to hold on to this thing for the long term. Now, if you're a trader more catered to trading like I am, swing trading, day trading, this doesn't make me believe that it's going to turn around and reverse anytime soon because the volume continues to die off. So until I see a complete full reversal, then this is going to stay off my radar. When I talked about it, breaking at least the 140s. Now, when I mean it breaks the 140s, I want to see a clear break and it hold over the 140 in order for me to get in there. It did break at the end of the day yesterday, but again, just completely dropped off and now back into the 130s. So I want to see complete hold over this area for it to reach the 166 and then for it to potentially reach the 180 and 190 range. But I wouldn't be surprised because the volume completely dying off. If we don't have any type of new catalyst, any type of press release, anything of that nature, I wouldn't be surprised to see this thing consolidate for quite some time. It's looking like it's holding beautifully, so it doesn't really concern me thinking it's going to drop any further. But for those that expect this thing to curl and just keep going on a run, I don't see that happening anytime soon. The more the volume continues to drop off, I definitely don't see that anytime soon. So I definitely want to wait till I see some technical analysis, some technical breaks over these 140 areas to the 160 areas and so forth. As long as I'm seeing it moving the momentum that way, we will start noticing volume pickup because all the technical traders will notice that as well, and they'll also hop in on this stock as well. So for all you bulls that are really long, again, man, don't be surprised if it just holds. I mean, if it maintains over that 120 level, then that is a beautiful opportunity to buy up more shares, or if you're not involved in the stock yet, to buy up shares as long as it maintains over that 125. If it breaks below that 25, there is no next support level for it to capture. Maybe cover this gap back to the dollar, the 94 area. But I don't necessarily see that happening. I honestly believe it's probably going to just hold this trend and maintain right above the 125 area for quite some time, again, unless we see some kind of news. So that's going to be it for today. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think of my analysis. If you made it this far, please click that like button. Please subscribe. You can't stop Mafia as a mindset movement, meaning never stop yourself, never stop your progress, never stop your education, especially in finance. Having multiple streams of income is an amazing thing, and the stock market is a place where you could do that. So TSMP, FORW, looking like the momentum is slowing down. You can see the gradual drop in volume. Luckily, it's still looking beautiful holding over the 125. But I don't see this thing reversing anytime soon unless we have a pickup, a catalyst, or we start seeing a huge spike in volume for whatever reason. So that's going to be it for today, guys. I'll be sure to keep you updated as much as possible. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.